Hello again,
Howdy.
people of the universe. I'm Robin,
I'm Katie.
and this is the ReBoot Review :
It's Alphanumeric.
And yeah, today we are watching Season 2, Episode 2, High Code.
Hi, Code.
So, I guess a take on High Noon,
Oh,
that episode title.
there we go. I was trying to
Do you remember what
out.
it was a reference to?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is exactly what it would be.
Yeah, because there is quite a High Noon standoff in this episode.
Yes, I love this episode.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I remember when I was a kid, I thought it was the coolest episode ever.
What drew? Because I liked it, but there was nothing about this episode that stood out for me necessarily. Watching it as a kid, it was just another solid episode. So, what did you love about this episode?
I just like the reveal. The big reveal. Like, I don't know, don't want to spoil it, but like, it was really, really cool seeing a character completely change.
Yeah, one that had been kind of seeded for a while.
Yeah. I just thought it was really, really cool. And I thought that the villain was really dangerous. And so it just felt like a really, it felt like there was enough danger involved. And then like this a surprise that comes and like, it just felt like, I just thought it was cool.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it does have so many of those cool elements in it. And again, the fact that you'd already been introduced to Old Man Pearson. And I do wonder, like, you watch the first season episodes and you kind of wonder how much they had in mind, because he's always scrappy. He's a fighter from the very start of the time you meet him. So there's actually very little surprising.
Yeah, I think that as a kid, that might have been the first time I'd ever seen a show where someone like goes from being kind of two-dimensional to like really interesting, like
having a huge backstory.
Yeah, like it just then now it happens a lot. Like you'll have these kind of esteemed older characters, and because I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, that's what I think of as these masters who are part of this secret society. And I like the idea of, you know, these people who are dismissed as old and useless, being very cool and way stronger than us, and like having all these mystery powers.
Yeah,
people all have mystery powers,
all of them.
But it's kind of, I like that idea of giving someone substance who maybe previously was thought of as not all that powerful.
Yeah. No, that is really a good point.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start the episode now. But I will say that, and it's also kind of reminiscent of like the Jean-Luc Picard thing, where again, like this sort of esteemed older person, and I mean, Picard's the main character. It wasn't like he kind of came out of nowhere as this like, surprising cool character. But the whole learning that the sort of esteemed older character has this really scrappy, rough and tumble past.
That's
right?
Yes, exactly. And there is a certain amount of skill base, I guess, that they've acquired because of their experience and age, and
and it stays under the surface because they've like moved past that now.
Right? Yeah,
they don't need to rely on those things anymore, but they can still bust them out when they need them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's true. It draws on a lot of cool tropes that you see over and over again in fiction, but that don't really get old.
Right.
But by the way, I don't know if you knew this, but literally all my puns are unintentional. I never make a pun on purpose. I am not that good at wordplay, but
they're still funny.
I'm very good at making them by accident, yes. So. I didn't realize we jumped into it this fast.
Yeah,
there's
very
no
fast.
like establishing, no nothing. It's just like boom.
Hey, I'm here.
Here's your bad guy this week.
I didn't have to sneak in a tube.
Right.
I just walked in.
He just shows up.
It's here. I know it is. I can't believe it. I had that laser scope here a nano ago.
Is this what you're looking for?
Dum-dum.
Thanks.
If this was the previous episode, she would have said dum-dum.
No problem.
Yeah, probably. And he would have also had a snarky comment. But honestly, she was watching him search for that for how long?
I know.
Before
She was really holding on to that card.
She was, yeah. I can see that being a dot moment, though.
Give
him a hard time. And also just to prove to him that she knows what a whatever laser scope looks like.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
You know, you really should have this looked at by a professional.
I'm a
How
girl.
shaved.
Mend and
Wow.
defend, remember? It's tradition.
Wait, so does mend and defend extend to his
Multi-tool.
car?
Apparently mending.
Mending.
Everything.
And defending applies to his masculinity.
No, I
apparently.
need a doctor, please. No, mend and defend. It's part of my code.
Bob, what is it?
Give me that
There's
hacksaw.
something wrong. Something here.
Or whatever that was that glitch
I can
was.
feel it.
Yeah, glitch. Always hit it.
Yeah, that'll fix it. Even when you're inside
Now
your
that's
computer.
that's in the title. That's in a credit. That's
Yeah,
in the credits.
that must be third season credits.
There is no one in mainframe with that name.
I like that song Totally Low-Key knows that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You just gotta like lay dumb and run away when all else fails.
Why did I get rid of all of my cool evil discs? This is very useful now.
He's going to have a stern talking to with Bob and Dot if he survives this.
Attention. Initiate pulse.
Oh, poor Fong. He just got over
gets in a-
being like
yeah.
brain scrambled in last episode.
He seems to get in a lot more trouble already this season.
Maybe that was like they did some testing last season. They're like, people like it when Fong gets hurt. Excellent.
This way, boy! I know just the place to find some cool parts for my air cart.
Smack.
So, what do you process, Frisket? What sign, right? Come on!
I feel like Enzo's already started teenagerdom come season 2.
Yes.
Like he's already on the
Yes,
slow
true.
slide into it.
Must be Old Man
All this
Pearson's
rebellion,
private stash. Awesome! Check it out! Who'd ever want to scrap, whatever this is? Totally ain't
That's a
total.
credits too, I'm pretty
Definitely.
Hey,
sure. Yeah.
Frisket, where are you going? What have you got, boy?
Like this is like breaking and entering.
Pretty much, yeah.
Lollipop.
Cool! Fine, Frisket! This will make a rad stabilizer for my air cart!
That it won't, boy! Get away from there, you mangy mutt! Trespassing and theft are serious crimes, lad.
But
there you
we're
go.
really looking for...
Just look at this mess! You could
I
have broke
guess
something!
he does turn into
that's
a
just
renegade later on, so we really should have seen that coming given the
All the
The
warning
B&E.
signs were there.
Citizens of mainframe. Listen well to my
These, you know, green privilege.
You okay?
exactly, right?
Right privilege.
citizens.
But I like that he does have the moment of being terrified at first.
Yes.
Like he understands the ramifications.
Well, he came here to get away.
Yeah.
There would have been a reason for that.
Yeah, I guess they don't
Come forward now.
they don't really hold on to the reveal of Old Man Pearson being Talon very long here, do they?
I don't think so.
Because I mean, if we
guess,
already saw him
yeah.
shaking at the sound of that, we know he's involved somehow.
Yeah.
Also,
I guess
something-
it's more the for me it was less the reveal at the end as much
but
as like
more
him,
like
the fact that
establishing
he
it-
becomes
Well, this episode is the reveal, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's that you already
Yeah.
knew this
Mister,
character.
First things first. Release my friend.
But again, I think what's very graceful about it is that it is, like I said before, like it's makes sense given he's already a scrappy character, but it's still surprising at the same time that it's in character. Like it's consistent.
right.
You know, it's not like it's not like they took Al's waiter and revealed him to be Talon, right?
Yes, exactly. Well, like yeah, the whole
I
idea
am
that he's
from the net, but if you
he's
truly wish to guard your
hidden away and all, like or like you know you think he's involved with this guy, but maybe Talon is
There
like
is no
the seedy
Talon
bad
in
guy or
Mainframe.
like he's
Yeah,
part of
true.
like a black market or something. But it turns out that he's a warrior. He's skilled. And
Yeah,
he's, you know,
yeah,
When
exactly.
this happens,
happens a lot, doesn't it?
I think that's the implication, yes. I mean, we have seen
Lynch is
Bob
really
fight
quite-
this guy. Yeah, he's on the top of things this season. I think
Yeah.
maybe he leveled up.
He got an upgrade.
Yeah.
All right. You asked for it.
He recovered really well from that, all
He
things
did.
considered.
What have you done to Glitch?
Not glitch.
Oh, I forgot that part.
Little Talon. Then I will find him myself.
Yeah, we were saying between the break, Katie and I, that like
Taking apart
we sort of
mainframe
suspect
sector
we did not
by
see these episodes
sector.
rerun as much. I think that was in the break. I don't think we said that on the last
Are you
episode.
okay?
No, I don't think we
When
actually
we were
talked
waiting.
about that.
Yeah. I feel like I know these episodes slightly less
And by
well,
the look
especially
of
the
it,
first half of season 2.
neither is
And
mainframe.
I suspect that maybe the episodes are being released a little bit faster, so we didn't have to watch them rerun quite as many times.
Right.
But that's just kind of our impression, of course, depending on when you watch the show. You might remember these episodes extremely well.
Yeah,
So we all have
maybe you
different-
watched season 2 like
in rerun.
way more than we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
You could be
We need
zipping.
more transport. We've got to get everyone out of here now.
Everything that flies is in motion, Ms. Matrix.
Not quite everything. Drastic times call for drastic measures.
I like how everyone always emphasizes the Z in Ms. Matrix.
Matrix. What
Yes,
a
exactly.
delightful
Thank you, Megabyte.
intrusion.
I'd forgotten this too, actually.
Yes, me
Oh,
too.
really? Oh, do tell. A partnership, perhaps?
Hardly. I need to rent some transport. Now.
I do apologize, but this is not a, a taxi service, especially under present circumstances.
But
Please, don't ask for any personal favors. Codemasters and viruses have a rather, how shall I put this, unpleasant history. Good
I'm
luck.
trying to remember
You'll
the
need it.
purpose of this scene.
Well, I guess it's all up to
Like,
Bob
it
now.
seems like they wanted this scene to establish the Codemaster
as I
virus
thought.
thing. Mm-hmm. But I don't.
Well,
If I
what is
remember
it?
correctly,
Nothing
they didn't
comes
go
from it
anywhere
anyway.
with that.
Professor
No,
Guardian
I don't
is
think
slowly
anything
actually
mutating
comes
the
from it.
virus.
Yeah, so it
Replicating
seemed
and
like
replicating till it
well,
takes over
what's
Bob's
the reason
entire
for
body?
even having that? Like maybe they wanted to establish something there.
Fortunate.
Maybe
And
that they're
Such
really
a virus
desperate.
we
Like
could
maybe they
deal
they
Yeah.
didn't feel like there was enough
What we have here
fear
is a
that they weren't going to be able to get everyone out.
real time lock mechanism.
I know. I was thinking the same
Well, how
thing.
can we
Like
get
all
rid of
it does is serve to
I'm
make
afraid that
Dot
is
look kind of
impossible.
dumb for
It can
making
only
that
be
call in the
removed.
first place.
Right, but on the other
Codemaster.
hand, though, again, I missed the
Only
reboot
by a
where
Codemaster?
working with the
Big
villain
bummer.
was not
So
completely
Glitch might
outside the
have
realm
I
of the
know.
acceptable.
Yes, I know.
The
Exactly.
idea you
Makes
could
a
have
lot.
temporary truces with
Sorry,
megabytes.
Bob.
Right,
on
because
things.
something
Seen
else
that
was going to come and
That was more important or
Right.
bigger. Yeah, yeah.
I know. I was
And
feeling
the
the same
stranger will
vibe
not
from that
rest.
scene too.
Yeah, I
He
just
finds
get
what he has
really
come
nostalgic for
Why do I
ambiguous
get the
villains.
feeling
I
you're
know,
not
I
telling
know,
me
and it
everything?
does. It just
Come with
like
me.
the previous episode was
You
all
remain
about how
here, Enzo.
Megabyte would have been
Hey, so
unreasonable.
what's the
and
big
was just
secret?
destroying the city. Yeah,
Right, but in this one, it was like an attempt to
Codemasters
try to
are
bring back
inter-system
that.
eliminators
Yeah.
of great skill and power. Yeah, we studied them in Guardian program,
how squishy
but I
he
never encountered
is.
them in the supercomputer.
true.
I'm
I
not
forgot
gonna
the
be able
sound
to
effects.
turn that
Societies
off.
that run on net.
I'll hear that every
Even in
time.
the web, they delete, destroy,
like, what
and
is he
erase
supposed to be
whomever
made of?
and whatever they are
Frog
paid
legs.
to.
Yeah.
So who is
The
this
whole
Tell?
thing is frog legs.
And what is he doing in mainframe?
I have to say though,
Long
I love
before
that
your
character
arrival,
design too.
he
Like he's
came
just
to
a cool.
mainframe,
Really?
seeking refuge.
It never jumped out at me, but I
Really?
can. But I
Codemaster?
like that it means something to someone
He
else.
changed his
Good.
identity
Like I like that
and has
we
since
can
lived
like
I
live in
matter.
peace.
yeah, like just I
So who
like
is
that
he?
there's
I
something
cannot
for
tell
everyone
you,
kind
young
of thing, and
Bob.
that
That's
every
right, yeah.
and I
Taken
like
an
things where
oath of
everybody can be
secrecy.
somebody's favorite.
That's
know.
good. Yeah.
What I love about Sailor Moon is
Some way to
literally
Everyone has their
every
own- yeah,
Sailor
right.
Senshi is
His
somebody's
weapon,
favorite
the
character.
Gibson
all of them.
so true.
pike,
I've met
is
someone who likes
deadly.
all of those characters. So
The pike. Of
Our world
course.
is a
How
rainbow.
basic can you get?
and that whole scene existing so that Enzo can make. I mean, they established a lot of important exposition there too. I shouldn't be too hard on it.
Yeah, it's so like this fun. Like
Yeah.
there's
What
danger,
you
but then
want?
there's so much
I
fun to
thought
it
I
too.
Yeah,
warned you
exactly.
about trespassing.
This is definitely an episode that gets Enzo right.
Yes.
You know what? Actually, overall, Enzo gets way better second season. I think you have to admit that. I think they figured out how to write him second season.
Yeah.
And overall, like, he's still maybe not my favorite character, but he no longer feels like a barrier to my enjoying the show.
That's a great way to put it. It really is. Because it's true. Like, he just, yeah, I think he starts being a little bit more useful and a little less annoying.
Yeah. And his sass feels like actual sass and not just trying to write sass.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they met a few kids.
Yeah, right.
Hello? Mainframes of Mr. Pearson. We are looking at some serious downtime here. We're talking quit without saving. End run. Power down. Jack out and sign off. Format irretrievable. Escape not.
I said no.
I take it all back. You were never a codemaster. You're just a cowardly old binome.
Good play, Enzo.
Yeah.
Again, useful.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, Enzo is
Don't
stuck
you
with...
start.
Yeah, it's true. He just kind of ditched Brisket, didn't he?
Yeah,
Like, I'm just gonna zip board out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, I
Never
guess
mind, my best friend dog can't follow me.
maybe that's where Frisket lives.
That could be, actually. Yeah, we know he doesn't really live at the diner.
And he's a junkyard dog, right?
Yeah. Actually, that would kind of make sense. Maybe the lore is, in fact, that Brisket is the guard dog for Old Man Pearson's data dump.
Yeah, and that's why he was able to take down the no entry sign. 'Cause he's like,
Yes.
I'm in charge.
Yeah,
here.
right?
This is my place.
I approve of this bit of fan lore.
No, but I am afraid I am going to have to delete you now.
I do believe I read somewhere that Frisket was not actually Enzo's dog.
That's right. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And
That's in a
so-
couple of sources. Is he's just a dog who follows Enzo around.
Yeah,
It's a power.
so I almost even wonder if I read that he was a junkyard dog and I'm just assuming it. He must be. But let's pretend that's the truth.
You know what? I think that makes complete sense. I'm willing to co-sign
Never thought you'd
on that.
ask. You mind? We don't have much time. We've got to get inside the GameCube before it drops.
Then you will show me
Oh,
this
right. They're doing the
power.
game.
Oh yeah, it's landing on an empty sector. It'll be just you and me. Then I'll show you the power.
Very well.
Power that. A voodoo?
Voodoo? Yes, that power.
This better work.
I don't get it. Why take the stranger into the game?
By helping the user win, Bob will nullify the stranger.
Nullify the stranger? But that means... Oh, Bob.
Right, and being on an empty sector, so no one else
Yep,
can get in the way of that plan.
Completely empty.
Yeah, sure. This is a nicely plotted episode, actually.
A Wild West.
You're right, like the way they divulge information in this episode and seed things is very nicely
You'll
done.
see. First, do me the favor of removing this time lock.
My weapon does not function here.
Then that makes two of us. Well, let's see what the game provides. ReBoot!
And I do like the device of neutralizing the magic weapon.
Yes,
That's always, seeing what Bob has to do without Glitch or any show where your all-purpose amazing tool
It's not gonna stop.
can no longer
and
do
we
its
have
thing.
to get on.
Number
You
on the
understand?
train was 9502, 1995. Second episode?
Oh,
Season
you know what? That could very well be because I was like, that number does not ring any bells for me, and it was very clearly displayed. But that would make total sense. I wonder if that is it.
I wonder. I love noticing things.
This game.
To beat the user to the next
We hope you
station.
do too. This is what we're here
Just
for.
stay out
That's
of
right.
my
Yeah,
way.
exactly. And of course, if you see something that we miss,
Yes,
let us know.
because we miss so much
We talk a
because
lot.
we talk a lot. So, like so often, I mean, in other episodes, I'll pin comments or I'll try to when I notice something that I missed, but I'm always like, how did I miss that? Like the whole point is that we're watching looking for those things, but we'll just get in a conversation
I've gotta
train.
help the user?
That
Yeah.
one was intentional.
First
Yeah.
time for everything. Whoa!
I have to say, just thinking about the user design on this one and how much it reminds me of the escape game. Escape from
Yeah,
Jail
yeah,
game.
yeah. The Starship Alcatraz.
Starship Alcatraz.
Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. And then the also the Olympics Enzo the Smart game character designs. It's just in my head they all look exactly the same, but I know they don't. But I just now I just maybe with your magic powers of video and image and getting them all lined up together and seeing just how similar they actually
Okay,
are.
I will try to do that. Let's make that happen and actually like get a look at the three of them.
Look at it, like that sneer.
Right, that's
Sneer.
it's the sneer I think, which hilariously makes the hero look a lot more like
What
the
a
villain
shame, huh?
in so many of
Yes.
these cases.
Exactly.
But I guess in a lot of games you do play like an anti-hero. Yeah, you often do play criminals in these kinds of games. Oh yeah, and I guess he is the sheriff, isn't he here?
Right.
Yeah, so
All that's left now is to ride it out. You know, I'm gonna miss these games and my friends.
Also my friend.
For them.
Yeah, you know, tradition.
I like that you would save your friends out of tradition and not out of them being your friends. But I guess that was why we talked about the mend and defend stuff at the beginning, right? Like that was the reason for that
that's right.
establishing scene where he has to mend his car. Tradition.
That's what I do. But now we have to decide, do we kill Enzo?
After all this promising to do it on our part. That's
So
kind of
all
funny.
you had to
He
do
was like it's basically like capture the flag. Wait. Or no, there's similar games where like you just like tag
I
football
can't
maybe where
believe
you
it.
just have
Yeah,
to like
yeah, you
Why
just
did you
have,
enter
like,
the
well, it's like
game?
preschoolers play the game where you take your tail
yeah.
and you win.
There you go, preschool games.
There we go. See, this moment.
Yes.
This is the moment I remember.
Your actual high noon.
Old man Pearson is Codemaster Talon?
That's what I entered the game to tell you.
This is it then.
Are you Codemaster Talon?
I am the one you seek.
The toe curling is a nice effect from that close up.
Lens the Reaper, High Lens of the 62nd Brotherhood, hereby do challenge you, Brother Talon, to high spar.
Well, I deny you. I quit the guild long before you were co-processed. You can tell the guild masters that I'm out of circulation.
I like his helmet.
Yeah.
Once
That he's like
Old miner
Codemaster,
kind of feel to it.
Right, he's a
always
super cool old
Codemaster.
warrior, but the closest thing he's got to a helmet is his like
leaves
mining
the
helmet,
guild.
so he's just gonna wear
It
that.
is tradition.
Uh-oh.
You used
Gave
my
somebody
words
some bad
against me.
lessons. This is why you have to be careful what you say, Bob.
He's not part of this. Why are we zooming on him?
Right, yeah, seriously.
I guess he kind of is. He knows he's got it covered.
Sort of.
I
but
always really like this
it's
moment
not like
too.
he's paying off.
He's getting so tall. He's stretching right. Where did
Oh,
he
the
hide?
arms are alarming to me, though.
Yes.
I remember finding that alarming.
Yeah, that's what I thought was so cool about him. Like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
unfolds.
Which, again, like, one person's this is totally weird is another person's that's so cool.
Yes, that's right.
Variety is the spice of life. That mystical
It's a
music.
paradigm shift.
Alphanumeric.
I have a vague
I
memory
can't let
of
this happen.
this prompting me to ask my parents what paradigm is.
See,
And them
ReBoot
having a
is
difficult
teaching
time
people.
explaining to me what that meant.
Yeah, they didn't have the internet to look it up to find out.
No, it's true. I mean, we had dictionaries, I suppose, but I'm pretty sure
Not
a
the
dictionary
same.
definition of paradigm.
It's just as confusing.
Yeah. It's not really a concrete.
Out of my way, Guardian.
You'll have to take me first.
Copy that.
And triple copy it.
Imagine Dot being like, no, Enzo.
Yeah,
You're not.
It's not you.
Is so important that you would give up your very codes for him?
Yeah, call it a mainframe tradition.
Throughout the entire net, I have never witnessed such a blatant, contemptuous display of
Friendship?
honor. Let it be known
He must have
from
been
this
some pretty
day
jerk parts of the
that
internet.
talent
I know.
That just seems like the most
The
basic
dark
level
web.
of honor. Essentially, yeah.
It is so.
Like, imagine what ReBoot would do with the concept of the dark web now.
Oh man, yeah.
We
If
say
only there
this-
was a new
new
version.
ReBoot that we could watch that might explore these things.
You
Yeah.
do it!
I can't believe
Yeah.
you're...
Put it there, oh. What are you trying to do? Make an old man sick? Go away! Oh, saints preserve us. Oh, thank
And it's always fun when they just
Colorblind.
reject it afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. That was what was so fun. It's like this old guy who's got this past. It was so neat.
Yeah. No, I agree. It is really neat, and I think it's something I took for granted or didn't fully appreciate watching this
Wasn't this
before.
fun? It's an episode where one of us had a completely different experience.
Yeah,
the very first time we
exactly.
watched it.
Yeah, no, it's really true. And like again, going back and appreciating things we maybe didn't appreciate the first time is as much a part of this as going back and watching the things that are like, that feels a little weird now.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's all about both. Although I have some disappointment, again, having seen the series to its completion, that it seemed like they wanted to make Codemasters a thing.
And they didn't.
And they never found the time
to
make it a thing. Because you think even in season 3, you would think Codemasters could at least come up.
Yeah. You might
If they're this thing on the web. I mean, we spent so much of season 3 going from place to place and exploring the web, and I don't believe we met web surfers and search engines and all kinds of other types of character, and I don't think we ever encountered a Codemaster again.
I almost wonder if that's because, correct me if I'm wrong, Codemasters are not a thing, like an actual thing.
Maybe, yeah, 'cause it's like an underground.
Yeah, what is a Codemaster really?
Yeah, but that's what I wanted. Oh,
Right.
but I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Like, it's not like a virus, which clearly alludes to a real world thing.
Right.
It is this, it's, I don't know, maybe please correct us if we're wrong.
That's
but
right, I have no idea.
I don't recall Codemaster ever being like a computer term
Thing.
that I've heard.
Aside from coding, obviously we do know
Yeah.
what that is, but
Yeah.
and so maybe they didn't want to introduce an idea of something that doesn't actually exist
When there were all these other things they could play with and use and...
right.
Yeah.
And maybe it was too almost the concept of if you're a Codemaster, then maybe you are actually able to mess with code, and then is that too much freedom?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe they didn't really come up with a solid idea of what it was, and they just never really wanted to explore it that badly when there was so much other stuff going on in the show.
But I totally agree. It was a missed opportunity at the very least. I mean, they set these guys up as these cool.
Yeah, and again, this whole scene of bad blood between viruses and Codemasters, and
Nothing.
and then just nothing.
Huh.
But at least we got to have it, and we got to have this cool experience of Old Man Pearson, and I will say a fun episode, very fun, nicely plotted episode.
Yeah, I always enjoyed it, and it's definitely a one-off episode. But it's good. I liked it.
Yeah, and again, it sets us up for the Old Man Pearson that we'll continue to see. Because I think he does continue to be fairly, not super prominent, but we'll continue to see him, and his sort of exploits and toughness and fighting attitude has a whole nother layer of depth to it.
Yeah,
now that
because
we
of
know
this.
where he comes
Yeah.
from. So yeah, it gave us more to do with that particular binome. But yeah, so any last thoughts on High Code?
No, I think I said it all.
Yeah,
It was a good one. I
In
liked
that case, this has been the ReBoot Review. I'm Robin.
I'm Katie.
And until next time, stay frosty.
And go away.